Hello everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you another beautiful collar v-neck design, and trust you're going to enjoy this tutorial as well. So let's go. Now I have my fabric here, and as you can see right here, this is an half cut because I need to join it to the down part to give me a gown. So if you use this blouse, it means you have to extend it to the hip line. So right now we are going to start. Now here is it. I folded it into two, as you can see right here. So from this point here, I'm going to mark the shoulder width, the neckline width, sorry. So I will be using 3 inches as my neckline width, and I have it here. So I'm using 3 inches. Here is it, 3 inches. So from that point, I'm going to mark, come down and slant it like you can see me doing. So from here, I'm going to mark 7.5 inches. So I mark 7.5 inches here. So here is it. Sorry, this fabric is a bit stretchy, so I just have to be very careful with it. So here is my 7.5 inches. Can you see? So right now, I'm going to connect this point to this point in a slant form. Here is it. So I'm going to connect right now. Can you see? So I've connected the lines together. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to cut it out. So I'm going to cut. Can you see? Can you see the shape that I got? So the next thing I'm going to do right now, from the down part, so from that point, from this point here, I'm going to mark like I think 5 inches is okay. So I mark 5 inches from that point. I mark 5 inches. It depends on how long you want yours to be anyway, but I'm stopping 5 inches from that point, as you can see right here. So from that point, I'm going to mark half an inch inwards because I wouldn't want it to be too wide. So I stop with 0.5 inches, and I'm going to mark it to connect it to the center point right here. Can you see? So right now, I'm going to open it up. So I open, okay. Now this is my center line. Can you see? So you can see I've marked 5 inches inward. So I will also do likewise to my right hand side. I mark 5 inches inward too, and I have it here, okay. So I'm going to mark it, extend that line to that point, okay. So by the time I measure the width of what I'm having here, it will be 1 inch. So you can see half an inch here, half an inch here. So it gives me 1 inch. Now that is the width of my collar. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up by half an inch like this from that center point. So from there, I'm going to draw a triangular shape to connect this from that center point, which I've just marked. So I connect like this to give me that triangular shape. I will also go to the other side here. I connect. Okay, can you see the triangular shape? So right now, the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to fold it again, because I will have to make it a bit slanty so that it will touch this. So it's going to be like something like this. I will have to reshape this side. Okay, I will have to reshape it so that it will match with this. I reshape it in that V shape so that it will match with this. I think something like this. Okay, so right now I refold it again, then I reshape it, making sure that the two touches each other. So I'm going to reshape right now. So I reshape it. So I'm going to open it up. Can you see the way I reshape it right now? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take my color, what I will be using as my color. So I will be using a different color so that it will look nice than using the same color of this fabric. So as you can see right here is my collar. I've cut it out. Now the width of this collar is 1.5 inch, after which I folded it into two first. Can you see? Which means the width before I folded it is 3 inches. By the time I fold it into two equal parts, so I will be having 1.5 inches. As you can see right here, you can see 1.5 inches. So right now, and that is what the second one is, the second piece, because it has to be 1 and 2. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to connect what I have here, the width of what I have with, which is 5 inch. Here is it, 5 inch. So I will also go ahead here and measure that same 5 inch here. Okay, then I will go up here and measure that same 5 inch here. So I'm going to connect this up to this point here. So let me use pen this time so that it will be visible to see. So right now I'm going to connect. So I will just go ahead and connect. Now as you can see, I've drawn the line up to that edge here and also drawn it up to that. So this line is going to serve as a guide for me by the time I stitch the collar on it. So right now, what I'm going to do right now is just to place it. I will go to my machine right now and place it like this. Okay, so I'm going to run that stitch following the line. Okay, then I run it like this till I get to this point here. Okay, but I will make sure that what I'm going to do is to place it like this, because that half an inch has to be deducted. So I'm going to place it like this. So I'm going to run that stitch half an inch inward. So I'm going to run it down up to this point also. Then I place it like this. Okay, the center point. Then I run half an inch to this point. And that is what I'm going to do to the second side too. I will also place it like this, and I run the stitch. Okay, so leaving the center point open. So having run that stitch up to that point where I stop, then I will be right back. Now as you can see right here, I've run the stitch. Can you see from the shoulder line or from the neckline down to the point where I want it to stop? Can you see? So, and I also did it to the second one here. I ran it with 0.5 inch, which is for the allowance I gave. Okay, now you can see I've stopped is on the same spot. Can you see it at the back too? On the same spot. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to create a slit there. So in creating a slit, I had to come up by 0.5 inch upward here. So I'm going to slit from this point to that point. Now I'm going to show you. Look at it. Now from the center, I'm going to slit. I'm going to cut. So I'm going to open this, okay? So I open it like this. So I slit it. You can see where I stop. Can you see where I stop? I'm stopping here. Can you see? So from that point, I'm going to slash it on triangular to meet the point where I stop here at the base. And you see, also I will also do likewise to the second one here. Can you see what I have? Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to put this inward. I will put it inward like this. Then this second one, I will also put it. I will insert it inward. So I insert this. And I also insert that to overlap this at the back. So it's going to overlap each other. So it will overlap like this. I'm going to draw this from inside outward. So it's going to overlap like this at the end of the day, after which, so I'm going to adjust this very well, okay? Can you see? So by the time I adjust it very well, then I will now go ahead, okay, and take this and stitch this together. So I'm going to run a stitch here so that this place will be firm at the base here. Can you see? So having done that, the next thing is just to run a stitch here. So I will make sure that this one, the excess here, comes to this side. Then I run a stitch on this one here, not on the black, but on this. I run a stitch downward like this and come up this way. So as you can see right here, I went ahead to stitch it, to run a stitch like this, then to this point, like I explained the other time. So right now, the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to open this place and to remove this excess which I have here. So I remove, so I have, and also go to the shoulder line. So I'm going to remove the excess which I have here, and also here I'm going to remove. Okay, so as you can see, I think you have found this tutorial very helpful. Can you see how beautiful this neckline is? I hope you like this. So to beautify it more, you can just add buttons. Some button like 1, 2, and 3 is okay. You could use this color of this fabric as a button to make it more beautiful. I really want to appreciate you. So we have come to the conclusion of this tutorial. I appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. I hope you have found this tutorial very helpful. Yes, I believe. So if you are here to subscribe to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button below, and you also click on the notification bell so that you can have so that you can get notified each anytime I release a new video. Thank you so much. So if you have any question regarding this tutorial, feel free to drop your question in the comment section, and if you have any comment, go ahead and drop your comment. Thank you very much. So till I come your way again, bye for now.